So here we are back up here at Winter Park. We're finishing this project. As you guys probably know, supply chain issues this year, that's been a thing. So we had a supply chain issue for this project. We had a bunch of them. So we've been able to overcome the majority of it. Got all the lights up, as you saw in that last video that we had. And right when we were completing the first phase of this project, getting it all up, completing that, we had ordered this Gobo. So this is a Gobo projector, so it projects a logo down onto the ice, or in this case the snow. And so we have this image. It is a glass Gobo, so it says Coca-Cola in Winter Park with a bunch of little stars around it. It's kind of neat. This Gobo made out of glass, so you don't get any of the typical kind of Gobo things that steel and metal Gobos do. This is a glass Gobo, so it's really nice and readable. And we put it on this giant projector here. This projector is just absolutely insane. Probably one of the most robust Gobo projection light fixtures I've ever found in my life. It's made by a company out of California called Gobo Source is the website. Not sponsored or anything like that, but search high and low for something that could work in the kind of extreme altitudes and situations that we deal with here in Winter Park at this resort. So we're gonna unbox this sucker. And it's funny because like you'll see the images of it online and stuff, and then when the thing showed up, it's like way bigger than I expected it to be. So obviously we've opened it before and looked at it, but the image doesn't do it justice. This thing is monstrous. This is the light fixture, and it has a lens on it that's like a lens out of a flippin' video projector. Overall, the fixture weighs 40 pounds. It's designed for extreme use. I think its rating says down to minus 40 degrees and then up to like 140 degrees. So this sucker's gonna run pretty much in any kind of situation we can come up with. Pretty impressed. I mean, when we unboxed it the first time at the shop, when we came in, I was just like, holy moly. I mean, look at this. Bracket is 4-inch steel. It's flipping huge. So kind of excited to put this thing together. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bolt it onto the top of that light pole up there. We're gonna use a couple of bolts. The second bolt's gonna be put in place once we know where exactly it's gonna live. There's not a real easy way to link and lock it here. Once it's in place, I think there's like bolts and nuts. There's like not even a threaded insert into it. So you have to like thread the bolt through it, set it in place. But then the secondary set of holes is another smaller bolt that will hold its position alignment. So it will support it additionally. So once we tighten it up, the position aiming down onto the snow can be locked in with another bolt, secondary bolt. So that's pretty exciting. I'm really happy about that. Biggest troubles we always have with giant fixtures, heavy fixtures, is keeping them in position. So we'll put this where it's not gonna fall down and break stuff. Give me a second, I'll go see if we can find some Allen keys. May not have that, so we might have to run and go get those. So bear with me. And nothing. Okay, well there's that. We are back from being down in town, getting some stuff. Had a challenge that always happens, seems. Pack up, move things, look through stuff. Turns out we were missing a tool that I thought we had. Basically Allen keys. So as with all good pieces of equipment, it's all metric. I didn't have the standard SAE parts. So I had to run to town and get the metric stuff. Now let's see if we can put it together. So realistically, the next step is me grabbing this big old thing, climbing it up that ladder. So kind of excited that it has some stuff to grab onto, so that's going to be kind of nice. I know that it's heavy, it's like 40 pounds. So, workout. I'm going to go ahead and remove the static gobo that comes with it. It's basically a gobo that says welcome. And that's where your gobo goes, is up in there. Okay, so this is the gobo in the big old dang light fixture. The pin fixture is so big I can't even get far enough away from it while I'm recording it, but that's how the gobo goes in there. Nice little clip. Goes right up in that lens. It goes backwards. Typically, putting gobos in backwards into fixtures is how you want it to be, because once it projects through the lens is just going to open it up and refract it onto the wall, or onto this, in this case, the snow behind us. What we're doing is we're putting up a 25-degree beam angled lens. The lens has a gasket, so once we tighten it up, it screws onto the front of the device on this side, and then can focus it here. So once we get it all adjusted and focused in, then it's got a lock ring that I believe sleeves up onto it and tightens it up on that gasket. So a little bit of stuff to it, but it's not too super difficult, I don't believe. Installation of the lens. Threads on, so you just want to get those threads to catch. Hold it with two hands and run it all the way up to the weather gasket. And there we are, tight against the weather gasket. And a little silicone gasket there. So that's kind of it for the most part in a nutshell. We will see what our distance is. Later on, we'll make the focus and focus that up. Okay, so using a fold-up ladder, pretty cool ladder. I need to go up, right up on the side of there. You can kind of see there's an outlet, some other power and stuff up in this corner. Need to go see if that outlet is working and see if hopefully we can use that to power up this light fixture. It is an outlet, thank God for that. So this is me up on top of the hill house. Fixture goes right there, power cord runs out to it. Ran it down through the sign. And then I ran it through all of this, back to me right behind me. The snow on top of this roof is about 4.5, 5 feet deep. It's awesome. Okay, so this is the route. Goes through here, comes back up behind this sign, actually goes through the hill house E, goes back across to the pole or to the fixture. So see the snow here over the outlet. It's funny, that drift right there is about chest height. So when I was standing in it, it was all the way up to my chest. It was hilarious. Okay, so I think we're complete. Got the cable run from the outlet, which the electricians were amazing. They came up on a service call and got that sucker working, so yay for them. Anyway, we ran it through the E, over to the top of the pole here, wrapped it around the pole, ran it across. Every time I try to use a zip tie or any zip ties that I tried to salvage off of other stuff, they just shattered, so it's not gonna work. But the thing works. Power switch down here behind the deal, that works, so we should be good to go. I'm actually quite happy with how this turned out, so I'm excited. Thanks. Okay, right behind us, you can see the Gobo. So that's what a Gobo does right there. So coming from the top of that pole, lighting down on the snow. Dude, I'll tell you what, it turned out so good.
Yeah, it did.
I am definitely impressed with that fixture. I'm definitely impressed with LED Gobo lights. And that one right there, again, not sponsored, but gobosource.com, gobosource.com. That's the way to go. That's the way we went. Maybe I shouldn't give my secrets out, but yeah, that Gobo is really nice. It's a glass cut, just single color Gobo. Looks really good.
Yeah.
And so client's happy. We're talking about some additions for next year. And we'll go from there. Hopefully that'll happen.
And definitely come check out this Coca-Cola Cosmic Tubing Hill select nights through January. So come check us out, and it's a great time. Trust us.
Oh, I know. Yeah, we did it a couple times, and it was pretty fun. So you can come up if you can deal with the cold. There's a hill house at the top. It's definitely worth coming up here. They got drinks and hot chocolate and all the good stuff. So don't worry about the cold. Just come out.
Yep.
Do this. It's selling out quick. And in fact, I was talking with the guys. They said it's selling out. So with that, hopefully that makes it happen for next year too.
Yeah.
So it's a good time. Thanks for letting us be a part of it.
We'll see you guys next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.